Good afternoon, kids. Hope you all are doing very well. You all are studying hard for your board exams and without getting any tense for the studies, you all are focusing on your career. So, already we have completed the 3 lectures. This is our 4th lecture in regulation with the subject of psychology. In the previous lecture, we have studied about types of intelligence and what does the intelligence means. In today's lecture, we are going to cover briefly about measurement of intelligence, in which we are going to study about Mr. Francis Galton, who gave battery test in 1880s. We are going to study about Mr. Raymond Kettle, who was assistant of Mr. Francis Galton, who used the term Melton test first time in philosophical psychology, and then we'll study about Mr. Alfred Binet, who is considered as the father of intelligence also. So one by one we will study about all the 3 concepts. Before going in start of the lecture, let us revise what we have learned in the previous lecture. So in the previous lecture, the very first thing which we learned about what the intelligence means to us. Right or wrong? In that we have learned about a definition. Definition states intelligence is unique and the highest attribute of human species, because of which human is proved to be supreme. What they have said? It is a quality which proves us, a human beings, you and me, to be supreme of all other biological species. Later on, we learned about some different 2 more definitions of same word intelligence. Second definition states that an ability to think on an abstract level is called as intelligence. An ability to think on an abstract level means one level up is called as intelligence. According to David Belcher, intelligence is the aggregate or the global capacity of an individual to act purposefully, to think rationally, and to deal effectively with his environment. If the questions come for in your board exam, define intelligence, you can write this definition of Mr. David Belcher. The definition is, I am repeating one more time, intelligence is the aggregate or the global capacity of an individual to act purposefully, to think rationally, and to deal effectively with his environment. We have also seen about different perspectives. In that, I told you, depending upon the various schools of psychology, they said intelligence, some said that intelligence is a single general ability, and some said intelligence is set of multiple abilities. Followed by which we have also gone through the 9 sets of intelligence, or 9 types of intelligence, whatever we can say. The 9 types of intelligence, where the first one was linguistic intelligence. Linguistic intelligence is a type of intelligence in which the word linguistic means language. If you understand one's language, if you understand sign language, if you can understand any other language, that all comes under linguistic intelligence. Second was logical mathematical intelligence. Like there, in this, the psychologists conduct a test to test your intelligence, under which they are going to give you some logical questions, and in favor you have to answer that logical question. This is what will define your logical mathematical intelligence. Third was your spatial intelligence. Fourth is musical intelligence. The understanding of lyrics and the wordings functions under musical intelligence. And same way, followed by bodily kinesthetic intelligence, interpersonal intelligence, and intrapersonal intelligence. The 9th intelligence is existential intelligence, which is acquired from one species to offsprings, and so on. It kept on following. Okay. So without wasting our time, let us come in today's lecture. The very first thing which we have to study about is measurement of intelligence. Now, bachalo, you are very much clear about what is intelligence. You are very much clear about what are the perspectives of intelligence. So the question arises that how to measure intelligence? Who is going to define, or who is going to tell about which person have how much intelligence? For that, you might be familiar with the term called as IQ, intelligent quotient, right? From where this intelligent quotient came, what is the requirement of measurement of IQ? We will study all these things after this lecture. Okay, so let us start. There was 2 scientists, Mr. Paul Bracco and Sir Francis Galton. These 2 set of psychologists started research in the field of how to measure to intelligence. For that, Mr. Francis Galton in 1880s he conducted a test. He named that test as battery test. The main theme behind Mr. Galton's test was he gave a set of examples. He gave a set of conditions to the patients who comes to him, and depending upon their reaction, he gave a number between 1 to 10. He have set the scale, and according in that scale he have marked the people or the contestant whoever approached to him for getting intelligence test. But later on, in his assistant Mr. Raymond Cattell, he used the term mental test first time in philosophical psychology. He also stated he favored Mr. Francis Galton thought, but because Mr. Francis Galton had made the statement, the higher brains, the higher size of brains have more intelligence, lower size of brain have low intelligence, this theory was discarded because intelligence does not have any relation with shape of brain. This was proved by different psychologists, and Mr. Raymond Cattell, in support of Francis Galton, he gave some set of the examples, like whatever the questions we have to ask, how we are going to judge or mark more appropriately about the intelligence of one's or the kids. Later on, बच्चा लोग in 90s, in 20th century, the school authorities in Paris, there was a school authorities in Paris, they was very much need to know, because in their school there was separate set of 10, 15, 20 students who was repeatedly failing in the standards. They have gone through all the regions. The students who was failing, they was not bad in memory, they was having high family support, environment was also good, but then also why they was failing. This question came across the Paris authorities in the school. So the result was Mr. Binet-Simon intelligence scale. In collaboration with Theodore Simon, French psychologist Alfred Binet published the first scale of intelligence in 1905. So what did Mr. Binet-Simon told? So as I told you, there was a school in which the kids were repeatedly failing in particular subject. The school was very much keen to know why the kids are failing in particular subjects. For that, they wanted to conduct a test. So for knowing the reason behind that, they approached Mr. Alfred Binet, and Alfred Binet published his paper. He gave his prospectus, he gave his law, he gave a set of tests, because his set of tests was very much conceptual. He is considered as father of intelligence. In his set of tests, he included some important things. First he included was logical reasoning, finding the rhyming words, naming the objects. Again, the theory given by Mr. Alfred Binet was revised in 1908 and 1911. Later on, Mr. Lewis Tremont from Stanford University revised Binet's intelligence test and scale in 1916. And with this theory came to changes. At latest, we can say Mr. David Belcher in 1939 published the Wechsler's-Blake intelligence scale. This scale was revised in 55 and named as WAIS. W stands for Welcher Adult Intelligence Scale. Is a test designed to measure intelligence for adults and the older adolescents. The fourth edition of this test was released in 2008. This was the latest test, which was released in 2008 by Mr. Carl Pearson. David Belcher also developed an intelligence test to measure intelligence of children. This test is known as Welcher's intelligence scale for children. So there are two different we are talking about a great psychiatrist, Mr. David Wechsler. He gave two tests. First was Wechsler's adult intelligence scale. In short, we can write it as WAIS. He gave this in 1939. It was renamed as WAIS in 1955. Later on, he gave one more test, VISC, Wessler's Intelligence Scale for Children. This test was given to measure the intelligence of children of different age groups. Besides these tests, many other psychologists have developed various intelligence tests. The number of intelligence tests and applications by intelligence testings are increased day by day, and we can say still now we are coming out. There are so many psychologists who are researching in this field, and new methods are arising for measuring the intelligence at different perspective, at different level of kids, adolescents and the older peoples. The next topic which we are going to see about is concepts related to measurement of intelligence. Concepts related to